Who's playing DJ?
What? Okay, which sum should we start with?
Started screen sharing.
Starter, you can see her. I
Hey,
guess you
what?
can. Hey, last time also same problem you had.
No, not last time. Last time. It was clear. Wait. Yay. Am I audible?
Yeah. Hey, we'll. I 1 second. We'll do type C. We'll start from ninth sum because the rest of the sums in the 1 to 8 are easy only.
Hey, wait. Chapter question 9. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Okay, so go to type C, ninth question.
Okay.
We'll start from that. I'll just read out the question in case you don't have the book. Write a short program to print the first n odd numbers in descending order.
Okay.
So some n numbers are there, they have to be odd, and you have to print it in descending order. That means from biggest to smallest. So what should we do for that? First thing we know, we have to take some n input. I open Discord, see. Fine. So first thing we have to take some n input, so let us take it. One second. કાલે બી છે ટાઈમ એક વીક છે પપ્પા મને બેસ કરવું છે કરી લો હમણાં હવે આવું ને ડોન્ટ કમ ઇન ધ રૂમ અરે વોટ ઇઝ નોટ રાઇટ ઇન ધીસ મને કરવું છે કંઈક મને છોડી નથી શકતા ગુસ્સો આવે છે મને આઈ ફીલ લાઈક રેઝિંગ માય વોઇસ થેન્ક યુ sorry for that. Okay, first thing we know we have to take some n input. We'll take that, and because this is n first n odd numbers, surely we will be using some kind of loop. So let's do that. Some loop is there.
Who's nested token?
Yeah, so 1 to n plus 1 would be normally, if we did from in ascending order, it would be like this, right? The range, we'll start at 1 and we'll end till the n plus 1 odd number. So how to do if it is descending? Any idea?
From n comma 0 comma minus 1.
Yeah.
n comma 0 comma minus 1. Okay, let's try it. Print I. So I'll put 10, say. It says 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, but we have to print only odd numbers, so we can just add a check if it's odd or even or not. So if I mod 2 is equal to 0, actually not equal to 0, then we'll print I. Let's see now. If I put 10 9 7 5 3 1, so it prints. You can try with any number.
No, actually, no. You have to print n odd numbers, so you don't need an if. Actually, you just need n number of odd numbers. Just multiply 2i minus 1.
Is it?
Hey, but
Like if I say 5, then I need 1, 3, 5, 7, 11.
Wait.
hey, but that
Sorry, 1, 3, 5, 7.
No, they are saying in descending. So if you say 135, they are asking you 531. Oh,
Should be minus.
oh, I got it. Sorry. When they say first 10 odd numbers, they are saying, for example, first 10 odd numbers. So there should be 10 odd numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But 1 did not get included.
No, put minus 1 instead of plus 1.
Yeah,
That's all.
0 because the 0 didn't get included. Fine. Let's see now.
No, 2i minus 1.
Minus 1. Wait, let's try if this itself is working.
bro, just show the input.
6, 7, yeah. Why will we do 2 into I minus 1? Okay, that also is allowed, I guess. Yeah, even that works. Maybe this is only correct. 1, 2,
But then 21 is gone.
yeah, but let's count. It should be 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 odd numbers, yeah. Your method is only correct then. This one. This will work. Okay. Easy one. Let's do the next one. 10th sum, it says to print this following series. 1, 4, 7, 10, 40 like this. 1, 4, 7.
First, given n equals.
Yeah, first we'll do n is equal to. But it should be till 40, right? So we can just say 40, n is equal to 40.
Okay.
If you want, we can take input also. We'll take input actually. It'll be interesting. So some range will be there from starting with 1 and we will end it with the n. And if you see, it is basically 1 then plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
So n plus 3 will come, huh?
Yeah, this no, not n plus 3, I plus 3.
I plus 3, okay.
Yeah. Or no. Will that work?
Bro, but we need to put the limit, no?
Yeah.
Hey, you put 1 comma. No, I don't.
Or we'll do something like this.
But
I'll create some variable called I. I is equal to 0 for now. Or I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. While this I is smaller than n, we will print I. And afterwards, then we will increase that plus equals 3 will do.
hey, bro, but we need to give the limit, no? That it should end at 40.
Yeah, so let's give the n as 40 to limit it till there. The 40 did not get included. I'll just
So-
write not equal to, I mean smaller than or equal to. Now let's check. So yeah, 1, 4, 7, 10. Yeah, it works. You can do for anything. You can also do for 100. It will show you correctly.
Bro, but why we can give for loop instead of while loop?
For loop, I didn't know the correct range, so I just did in while loop because I could think it in that manner. You can do the same thing in for loop also, I guess. Same thing. Let's see. Let's try it. For I in range, first it is 1, then it is
41.
plus 1, I guess. We need to include n also. Same thing, I
No,
guess.
just give update expression 3. That's all.
Let's see if this one works out. So 40.
we have to
No,
give
no.
1 comma n plus 1 comma 3.
Oh, right. Step value has to be plus 3. Fine. Let's see now. Yeah, so 1 to 40. Yeah, so you can do the same thing in for loop also. Same output.
How will we do that?
See, we will start out as 1. The number is 1. And we will end at 40, that n plus 1. And we will skip by plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. As you can see, we are skipping 1, then plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So step value became 3. And then you just print I. Same thing I did in while loop only. Only difference is I was manually doing I plus equals 3. There I just wrote the step value in for loop directly. You want, you can do whichever method. Okay,
Yes,
now next one is also similar. It's saying 1 but minus 4, 7, minus 10 like that. So the second value, fourth value, sixth value is coming as negative. So what we can do for that is
should we create two?
would say, what can we say, or we'll create some other variable called count. Count is equal to 0, I guess. No, count is 1. We'll say count is 1. And through this for loop, I'll leave the while loop for now. I'll delete it. Don't worry about it. So I'll just increase the count, right? So what we'll check here is if that count, if it's the second number, fourth number, basically divisible by 2. So if it's divisible by 2, we'll print negative I. Otherwise we'll print normal I. Let's see. I'll put 40. So
Yeah,
every alternate, 2, 4, 6th number, 8th number, 10th number, it's doing.
So, what is actually?
Wait, I didn't hear you.
Basically, what is count?
Count, we were just keeping track of the iteration. How many iterations are there? Is this the first iteration of the loop, second iteration, third iteration? That only we were keeping track of. Basically, which number we are printing? We printed the first number and doing this, or second number, like that. At which point of the loop we are in?
What if we don't give count plus equals 1?
Then we won't be able to do print I or print negative I. See, this count is basically keeping track of, see, starting it is 1, count is 1, right? And then we print this 1 over here. Afterwards it gets increased by plus equals 1, it becomes 2, and then it becomes 2 here. We see that there is 4, we have to, it becomes negative 4. What it is checking basically is this count, at this moment it's 2, so it's checking if it's divisible by 2. 2 is obviously divisible by 2, so it just prints negative I, negative 4. Like that, alternately we are seeing that all these negative numbers are basically coming at second point, fourth point, sixth point, eighth point. So that only it's keeping track of. You want, we'll print count also actually. I'll print, yeah. So I'll just end is equal to nothing to see which one it is. End is equal to nothing. Now see 40. Oh wait, it's a bit weird. Alright, count. Yeah, now we'll see. Yeah, this is also weird. I'll put it a bit. Yeah, this time we'll see. Yeah, so you can see The count in the starting is 1, then it becomes 2, 3, 4, and whenever this count is even number, that time it says that it's even, it's a even number, so it says it just prints negative of I. That same check we have done here. We have checked that count, is it divisible by 2 or not. According to that we are printing negative I or we are printing plus I, normal I. Okay,
Yes, sir. So just put count as 2.
count as 2 in the starting,
Yep.
okay. Then starting itself be negative 1. We basically we have inverted the series. Now the odd numbers, or you can say consider the like the odd, this is the first number, this is the third number, fifth number, those have become negative, bro. So we've inverted it.
Okay.
So you can do count is 3. I don't know what will happen. Let's see.
Now it's going to.
Yeah, now it is again become normal one, the one we wanted, same thing.
Oh, so if you put 1, it will give all even numbers negative.
Yeah, you can, it's if you start with odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, anything, you can start with, let's say 35. This is also an odd number. You will still get the type of series you wanted, because we are just checking if it's either even or it's odd. Doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 35, 40. Just matters it's either even or odd. Accordingly we'll get the series. Okay, next one is 11th one. Write a short program to find average of list of numbers entered through keyboard. So they are asking us to print a lot of numbers, a list of numbers through the keyboard. How can we do that? What I think is we can use a while loop. So while true, for now I'll just keep it as while true, and we can do that same thing, I guess. Actually this is a list of numbers, so let's actually create a list n, and for now this list will be empty because there's nothing to add in it. Okay, now we'll do this normal thing. It's, you have to put some number, enter some number. Wait, they're asking to print average, no? Okay, so then what we can do with this n, but if the one problem is, even if we get this n, see, this will happen when we run this program. It's going to keep on asking, so I need some point where we should stop asking for a list of numbers. So what we can do is, I'll not make it an integer, I'll just keep it as a string for now, and I'll just do a check if n is equal to quit, right? If the person types quit for some reason, then we'll just break out of the whole loop. We'll come out of it because it's more than enough. Otherwise otherwise we need to add this new number to our list. So to add it, we can just use this append function. Append is there, append, and we can add n to it. So I'll just show you what will happen. So I'll add some numbers, say 4, 3, 5, 6, right? And this time I'll type quit. It quitted, and you'll see that list n we have, it now has 4, 3, 5, 6. The numbers have been added successfully. One problem is it is actually a string, so before adding it, let's convert it to an integer. Yeah, now it should, see, I'll quit it, and if we see the list n, yeah, now it is normal numbers. Okay, we have this list of numbers successfully. After this, what should we do? How should we find the average of the list? Anyone knows? How can we do average?
AVG.
What?
Not
This
sure.
listen.avg, yeah. There is no AVG in this. You will have to do something else.
I thought average, but average.
Okay, I'll tell it then. You will have to use a for loop basically, and you will go through the whole list for I in the list. Nothing but same thing as saying 1 2 3 like this. So you'll go through each number in the list. So for I in list 10, firstly I'll have to create some variable called sum, or I'll call it average. Average is equal to 0 for now. What we'll do is, for each of the numbers we'll add it to average. Average plus equals I. So this average right now, if we run this, it will be holding the sum of all those numbers. Now one thing is, we need to divide it to get that average. Now by what number we'll have to divide is going to be the count. So what you can do is, you can do average is equal to average, that means that sum is there, divided by what is this, it's called len. Yeah, so len will give you how many elements are there inside that list. So yeah, I think this is slightly confusing. I'll change it to some, just to not make it confusing. I'll just change
You can directly use some function.
some function also we can use actually, but that is for like two numbers. If you have two
No,
numbers,
lists you can use. Sum of lists you can just try.
really just like that. Let's try.
Yeah, if you do sum list 10 divided by length list 10, it'll come.
Okay, sum list 10, that's it. So
Divide by
average,
length list 10.
yeah, so average is equal to, no,
You don't need the loop.
yeah, now we don't need it. So sum of the list 10 divided by the len of list 10, that's it. Super. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 5 numbers. I'll quit it. What is the average right now? 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. See, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. What is this? 15 divided by 5. 3. Yeah, it's correct. So we'll just print average is average. Now it will work. You can put any numbers randomly and I'll say you what is the average. Let me check list 10. Yeah. So you can do, I don't know if some function is taught or not, but we can use this if you want. Otherwise, if the sum is not allowed, then you can use that for loop and do it. So understood?
Yes, understood.
Okay. See, 13 sum, 12th sum, 13 sum, 14 sum are easy only. I don't know about 14 sum. 14 sum also it feels easy. If you have doubt, you ask me. I'll do the sum. Otherwise, we'll leave it. We'll do 15 sum. Write a short program to find largest number of a list of numbers entered through keyboard. Oh, okay. So the same list of numbers thingy, but now they are asking us to find largest number of them. Okay, we'll remove all this firstly. List of numbers. You have to find the largest number. What should we do? Okay, I think we'll have to go through each of the numbers. See, we have that list of numbers. We'll have to go through each of them. And
Actually, I asked sir about this. He said don't use list.
why? It's so
I don't know.
easy.
He said don't.
It becomes so easy. Then how do you
Yeah.
do it? Then how would you do
You
it?
just have to check each, like you give a loop for I in range. And then if the new number entered is greater than the earlier number entered, then you change the maximum number.
Seriously, that's weird. I think this is much
Actually,
more
gave you
easy.
the lines.
If I think this is much more understandable, because I think most of us know what is a list. So why not use it if it's there? It's much more easier. Okay, what I think is, see, for each of the numbers in the list, we'll have to check if it's bigger than the other ones. So I think we'll have to use one more loop for j in list n again, and for each of this we'll have to check if that I that we're talking about, is it bigger than or equal to j, I guess. If it is okay, then you go on and pass, otherwise let's break the loop. So basically what I think we are doing is, for each of the numbers in our list, we are comparing that number with each of the other numbers or all the numbers, and checking what comparison we are doing. We're just checking if it's bigger than or not. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what we are doing. So if we else, we'll use else statement. If we, for the for loop, if we successfully pass out of the loop, we never break, that means 100% we found a big number, a biggest number. So for that one, we'll just print I is the biggest number. I'm not sure, let's see, this might be the correct one. So 1, 2, and put a lot of random numbers. See what happened. Yeah, random numbers. Hey, what? Yeah, this. Okay, and we'll quit. 543 is the biggest number. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. I think it's correct. Let's try again, just to confirm. Actually, we don't need to do with only with integers. We can also do with floats. Let's try. Change it to a float. We can get anything. Write something. Maximum is equal to 0. How many numbers to enter?
I just did something slightly different.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I did the same output. I did this output and I got the answer also.
So we are from default we are first asking how many numbers we want to do, and accordingly we are inputting the values and storing it. No, we are checking.
Yeah, that
Oh,
day
at
I
the
asked,
same time we are
that
checking
day
if
I
it's
asked
bigger.
that.
Oh. Maximum.
I mean,
equal
for
to
the same
this.
program, there are literally multiple ways you can
Yeah,
write it.
this is also a correct way. This is nice, neat way it is actually.
But if you need multiple things at the same time,
Yeah, and
like if you want to find something, you want to find average, like maximum to find
then
this
things
sort
can
of
get
data.
complicated. Yeah. I'll just check once. Okay, quit. 3, 4. Yeah, it is the largest number. So you can do this program or you can do his program also. His program is very small and neat. You can do that also. It's a cool way also.
Just depends on the situation.
Yeah. Next program is again, it's saying the same thing, input n numbers like how you did, and then print the second largest number. Okay, this is different. So I'll just keep what I've already done. You can do his way also. I'll just keep this for now. Same thing. So we found the biggest number. What I think we can do is, we know what is the biggest number. So what we can do is, that biggest number we have, we can remove it from the list. Wait, I'll have to store the biggest
I just
number.
realized you don't need to do this. Lists have the sort function, so you can just do list dot sort, then it'll sort in ascending order.
Yeah,
Oh. Eh,
they can do sort also.
then the program becomes extremely easy. Let's do it actually. List number.
It comes only one line.
But I think the goal is
Hey,
to
remove that
figure out
restart
how
the
to
mode.
do the sorting. I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what they want. They want us to do
Then
logic.
we should not do the sorting stuff. We'll have to do it manually.
Yeah.
So I guess what we can do is we can remove the biggest number from our list. Now that we know that it is the biggest number, and we can again do this whole loop. Let's see. I is the second biggest number. Yeah. We just eliminated that biggest number, and again we are doing the same work.
Oh,
Obviously that next biggest number will be the second biggest number. So you can try that. Let's see if it works. I think it should work, obviously. 0.9, 0.5, 0.6, 1.5.
bro, first you try with small numbers, then only will know.
Okay, 1 second. I'll just quit it. What? Oh, sorry. I didn't even store the number. Biggest number, that variable is equal to I, and we'll remove this biggest number. And now it should work. Okay, small numbers, right? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, then only
4,
we'll
5,
know whether it's correct or not.
6, 7. I'm putting duplicates also. 7, 2 times I'm doing. 8, 2 times. Just to confirm that it does not break with that.
Quit.
Quit.
We should give us 7.
Yeah, it breaks, bro.
It should give 7, but it's giving 8.
No, see, the thing is, we have 2 8s with us. Duplicates. We have a duplicate 8, so
Hey, then just don't put duplicates. Don't put duplicates.
Okay. we'll figure out how to fix that later. But eliminating that, let's do quit. 5 is biggest number, 4 is second biggest number. Yeah, it works. So you can do whichever method you like.
So it takes 8. In the previous case, you do the duplicates. It takes the first 8 as the biggest one, the second 8 as smallest one.
Yeah, it will think that is the second biggest number. But what we can do is we
Okay,
can try
okay.
to remove all the duplicates or whatever. That is what. But they didn't ask this in the question, so let's not do it. Actually, it's quite easy, but leave it. Okay, what is the next number? Next program. Given a list of integers, write program to find which are palindromes. Palindromes, okay, before we do the program, I'll just explain what is a palindrome. Palindrome means something like this: 1 2 3 2 1, wow, mom, I don't know, 4 3 2 1, 4 3 2 1 2 3 4. So basically what is happening is, if you read from left to right, it is the same. If you read from right to left, also same. Wow, if you read from left to right, also wow. Opposite backward also will be wow. Mom also, same thing. So that only they are asking us to check. How can we do it? So first thing is they are asking the list of integers. So I think we'll use the old thing I did, the same list and stuff. But I'll remove this biggest number work. I'll remove it. Okay, we'll get a list of numbers. So how to check if it's palindrome? So wait, before we do that, let me actually type a palindrome. Say 1 2 3 2 1, and quit I'll do for now. Let me look at this list. It says 1 2 3 2 1. So if you see the first element, it is the same as the last element. The second element is the same as the second last element, and the third element is same as the third last element. So we can use that and find out if it's a palindrome or not. That will be, I think, the rule in palindromes. It has to be symmetry should be like that. And in fact we don't have to just be with integers, we can even do strings, literally anything, any random characters which looks like palindrome is palindrome. So I'll remove this float and all, we'll do for everything. Okay, so we have to go through the whole list. First thing is that, and what we have to check is, let's see, sorry, I'll actually keep track of the count. Count is equal to 0, and somewhere we'll do count plus equals 1. I'll keep track of which number we are at. So if we are at the first number, that is the 0th element, what we can do is we can check if the first element, this is the count element, is it equal to the last element, which will be minus count, or is it minus 0 0, same thing, it should be minus 1. So
Start count at 1 and do minus 1. Count minus 1.
or let's do this, minus count plus 1. I'll just add 1 here so we don't get that 0 thing. So let me check it actually. If count is 0, this will be 0. List 0 is equal to list of minus 1. Like that, if count was 2, we will check list of count is 1, we'll check list of 1 equal to list of, let's see, 1 plus 1 minus 2. Yeah, I think it will work. Then print, then do nothing, just continue. Right, if that means it is all right, it looks like it might be palindrome, so pass. Otherwise something is wrong, it's most probably not a palindrome, so just break out of the loop, stop the work. And once we break out, if we don't break out, that means we will finish the whole loop and we'll just pass. So we can go to the else statement and say print it is a palindrome. Otherwise we will do the break. Before we break, we'll just say it is not a palindrome. So let's try. So 1 2 3 2 1, proper palindrome. Quit and see, let's see. It is a palindrome, it works. Let's try something else. Let's say 1 2 and something else random, and something else like this, and something else. It's not a palindrome actually. Let's see. Yeah, it's not a palindrome, saying correctly. And you can do other things also. You can put mom. This also will check. Yeah, it is a palindrome, so it works. Basically we are looking at this, the 0th element, is it equal to the minus 1 element, which is from backwards? Is 1th element equal to minus 2 element? That is basically the checks we are doing in this for loop. So this got it, you guys? You guys there or not? Hello? Oh no. Okay, we'll go to the next sum then. Hmm. 18 sum seems to be easy. 19 sum also easy. We'll do 20th sum. It says print sum the given sequences 2 by 9 minus 5 by 13 plus 8 by 17. Interesting. So remove all this. So 2 by 9 minus 5 by 13 plus 8 by 17. So what pattern do you guys see in this? What is the pattern that is there in this? Is there any pattern in this? Hello? Yeah, anyone knows what pattern is there in this series? Plus, what is it?
At 9 13 minus 5 is 8 9.
What? Hello?
The difference in the derivative increased by 1.
Hey, Puril,
The
your
difference
voice.
in the denominator and the numerator. Can you hear me?
Is it 9 minus 2? Okay. Your voice is kind of cracking, da. I see.
No, the numerators are in AP, denominators also in AP.
Is it? So
It starts
2.
from 2, 5, 8.
Oh, yeah.
That's in AP.
So
9, 13,
2 plus
17.
3, 5 plus 3. Yeah, so both the numerators and the denominators are at AP. Even the denominators actually. Let's see, 9 plus 4, 13 plus 4. Sorry, 13 plus 4. Yeah, so I think we just have to increment the numerator by 3 and denominator by 4, plus 3 plus 4. So starting x is we can say the fraction is x by y. So x in the starting is 2, y is equal to 9. So how many? It says to print 7 terms, so let's put a loop of 7, range of 7. What we'll do first, we'll do x, print x divided by y, the fraction, right? No, we have to do a sum, right? So we'll have to store this in a variable. Sum is equal, sum1 is equal to 0. So we'll say sum1 plus equals, so we'll add the x by y, the fraction. But thing is, sometimes it's adding, sometimes it's subtracting. Alternately it is subtracting. So what we can do is, I'll just change the range in a small manner. Instead of 0, I'll start with 1 to 8. So what we can do, we can just check if I is is an even number or odd number. So you can check that if it's even number. If it's even number, that means let's see, yeah, we'll have to subtract, because the subtraction is happening at every alternate, that is every second number, like minus 5 by 13. So we'll do sum minus equals x by y. Otherwise we'll be adding, so we'll just do sum1 plus equals x by y. And finally the only thing is that we just have to do that AP thingy, x plus equals 3, y plus equals 4. So I guess this should work. Finally I'll just print the sum to see it. Just did it. This is the answer. I'm not very sure. Let me just confirm it. So if we do 2 by 9 minus 5 by 13, let's see. Yeah, it's correct. It works. So there you go. That's the answer. Answer is this 0.364. Next one is say it is 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square. So all odd numbers you're seeing, 1 3 5 7, like that, and it should stop till n square. That means we'll have to input n, we'll have to do it. So let's do that. First thing, we'll obviously have to input what is n, how many terms, how many terms or what? No, not how many terms, the last odd number. So int input, I'll just enter the limit. So let's do for I in range, it starts at 1, this loop, and it ends at n, I guess. Okay, so I think this n that we are going to input, it has to be an odd number. So we'll ask them to enter an odd number. So that hopefully they'll enter odd number only. So 1 to n, we have to include n also, so let's do this n plus 1, the range. Let me create the variable sum1 is equal to 0.
Shouldn't we give the step value as +2? Means 2.
Ah yes, correct. Sorry, I forgot that. Thanks. So +2.
No, actually, I was just asking.
No, correct only actually. Yeah, that's what we have to do. So sum1 plus equals, what is it, I times I. It is basically I squared, so I times I we can write it as. I think that's all. Then we just print what is the sum. So I'll write till 5 for this time. Let's see. So 1 square plus 3 square, 1 plus 3 square is 9, plus 5 square is 25. Yeah, it's doing it correctly. So if they entered something else like say 17, we'll say 969. Yeah, so it works. What's the time? It's almost 10. We'll do one more sum or end the class. Okay, we'll do one more sum because you guys are still here only, I guess. So next sum, it says write a program to sum the sequence. It is saying 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 3 factorial, like that it keeps going on till n factorial. So what can we do for this? It starts out as 1. Actually that 1 we can also say it as 1 by 0 factorial, because 0 factorial we know it's just 1. So 1 divided by the 0 factorial will also be the same thing. So what I think we can do is, first it will input n, obviously, because it ends till 1 by n factorial, so n will be inputted. Then we need to find the factorial. So to find factorial, let me think. First thing is that there will be a loop of range.
Arjun,
Yeah.
actually, I have it out. The last time you were saying, I just got disconnected. You wrote in that program that I power I. Why is that? Can you
No,
please
I did I
explain?
into I actually.
Oh.
I had done I into I just to say I squared.
Oh, okay, okay.
So just to say that for this series, no, we are assuming that 1 by that starting 1 we are starting, right? So we are assuming that is nothing but 1 by 0 factorial, because we know 0 factorial is 1. So we'll assume we'll start it from there. So let's see, it starts out as for I on range n, I think we have to include n also, so we'll do n plus 1. So one thing is we need to find the factorial. So I'll just create this another variable, factorial is equal to 1. So what we can do is let's see, we can do for I in range the factorial. For example, if we have to do 2 factorial or 3 factorial, what we can do is we can start from 1 and n to that factorial number, and basically do fact into equals I. So we'll do 1 times 2 times 3 like that. So we'll get the factorial from this. Now factorial we have, that is okay. What we need to find instead is the sum. So it says starting it's 1, or will be nothing but 1 by 0 factorial. So what we can do is we can just do plus equals 1 by the factorial. I think that's all we need to do. Although I'm not sure, because it's
You don't
correct
need the
only.
second for loop. And it will give an error actually because I will be 0. Right?
Oh
No, I
yeah,
can't.
yeah. I'll just make it j, another number. I guess this is all we need to do. That's fine. Print sum. You don't have to enter an odd number, just enter a number. So till 3 I'll say. Is this correct? So does 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial is just 1 plus, wait, I think it did something wrong.
You should bring that fact equal to 1 inside the for loop.
Why?
Else when you do the second for loop again, you're taking the previous factorial. Or you can just remove the second factorial. The for j in loop you just remove it. You don't need it. Just fact into equal.
Sure, huh?
Yeah, but then it's I.
Then the sum won't happen, right?
Then put someone is equal to 1, and then do range
Or
from 1 to n.
we'll have two for loops, two separate for loops.
No, that will create a mess.
That will create a problem.
No, just put someone is equal to 1.
Okay.
That first term we keep separate, and then 1 to n plus 1. Now that will work. Range 1 to n plus 1.
No, but how will we find the factorial then? If
Inside fact into equal I. Same thing.
fact into equals I. So wait, this for loop will find the factorial.
Yeah, it does both. You don't need a second.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, that works. 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus, what is this, 1 by 6. Wow. Oh yeah, it makes sense because we are doing the factorial and at the same time we are doing the sum.
Yeah. Actually, I don't understand why Sir gives those questions with for loop inside the for loop just for finding factor. Actually, what he does is he puts the fact equal to 1 inside the for loop. So he's resetting the factorial every time before he does the second for loop.
Oh. But here what we did is we just continued with the same thing, and on the go we found the sum. Right.
Yeah, it's just shorter.
So we just found each factorial. We did it 1, then into 2 we did that, then into 3, then into 4, and for each of those we did 1 by that factorial. Makes sense. Super. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, it's 10:06. I think we should end it then. Okay, wait, I'll stop it.